In a family, man must be a man, okay? To make a good example for your sons later. And a woman should be a woman to make a good example of femininity for the daughters in the future. Each one must have their place and take care of their own duty. You do your best. You go out to earn your money and you take care of your family. You love your wife and be faithful, as I have taught you. Don't you ever think that if you always subdue yourself to your wife's power, she will love and respect you more. No. I can guarantee you, no woman will like that. As a good practitioner, as a good provider of the house, you are more worthy than gold. You don't gamble, you don't drink, you don't go out and flirt around with women. I think you are the best man in the world. So you deserve better treatment at home. And if you don't get it, it's your fault. You have a duty, to keep your respectable standard for your children's sake, for your wife's sake, and for your own sake, and for anybody else who comes into contact with you. If you can't do that, don't call yourself a man. I don't care for any excuses. I teach you to live in harmony with your family, but I don't teach you to be a coward, to subdue to any kind of evils and unjust treatment, because that's no good. You saw karma for the person who persecutes you. If you cannot make it right, forget it. Or rather live as a bachelor. Try to be, of course, as peaceful as much as you can be, but be a man after all, okay? Show people where they are wrong and where you meant to be right, and things like that. And talk together and bring them into understanding and try to live a proper life, Any man who is too dependent on a woman, who is too obedient to a woman, will never get respect from the wife and never have any rights in the family. If you want to be a donkey, just earn the money and bring it home, and then just be. But if you call yourself a husband and a man, I think you need more practice, more courage, and more rightful thinking about what a man should be. Yes. All right, okay? I won't go into lecturing you too much. You say, what do I know? I'm only a woman, right? But I do know, because I'm a woman, so I know. I know what a woman wants from a man. You understand? Yeah. That's why many highly positioned women, they hardly find husband, because nobody dares to match up to her. Look at me. Because women, if they are already very intelligent and capable, they expect their men to be better than that. So at least you're equal. To respect a wife doesn't mean you're afraid of her or worship her. You have to be equal at least. Otherwise, what do you want? How does a woman respect you when you have nothing? You don't show your own personality. You dare not argue when there should be a point of correction and things like that. How can a woman respect you? And that's how all women become bad, because of the man's fault. Not because a woman are fierce or bad or manipulative or demanding, but because men are so lousy. They keep just stepping backward. They just keep retreating and retreating, just backing down all the time. And women keep advancing. And so, step by step, you have no more territory left. Today you don't answer, tomorrow you don't answer, next day you say yes, and the next day you're gone. There's only a woman left in the house. And a handbag goes running after her. It's no good. If I were a wife, I would not respect such a husband. You're strong because you radiate some strong spirit from inside. You're self-confident. You know that you're correct. You know that you're virtuous. You know that you are a dutiful and faithful husband. You know you are a good man. So you have nothing to fear from anybody. If the woman talks too much, tell her to go and choose someone else, because you have done your best. Because you know you're the best man that you can ever be. So there's nothing to fear. Understand?
Yeah.
If you have done your duty correctly, then you should demand, that she also does her duty correctly. Should respect her husband. Otherwise, there are many other places she can go to choose. So if she did not see the point that you are such a good husband already, then tell her, okay, if I'm not good enough for you, goodbye. There's no need to stay there and make trouble, because you cannot do any better. You are faithful, you earn money, and you love her. Only occasionally you go on retreat, and you have to ask for her permission. I will laugh until until the day my hair turns gray, hearing such tales. I say, what? You are turning the table upside down. You earn your money, you take care, you provide for the whole family. And when they have enough, whatever you need, you take. You don't go out for gambling. You don't take the money out for giving other girls or doing any bad things. You go to better yourself even. The money you spend to come here for retreat is well spent. The best way ever in your life to spend money, to become a better person. A better person for whom? For me? I live with you? No. Who will benefit? Who? Your wife, your children are the most direct beneficiaries of all. And then later your boss, and then your company, and then your friends and relatives, and then your country, wherever you live. I benefit nothing. What do I care how you live? Do I care how you live, and do I know? I don't even know. You live far away from me. All I do is offer you my best, and you take it or leave it. So you have to show your wives how to behave and show them the correct thinking so as to save them from the trouble of hell. You have a duty to teach her to be a good person. Not that I have a duty to teach you only. You have to go home and teach your wife, especially, If you cannot teach anybody else, at least you teach your wife, okay, how to behave and what is the correct thinking, how to be a good wife, Of course, she might not listen to you, but at least you show. And whatever the outcome, you take responsibility, okay? The worst could be is that she's not suitable for you because she doesn't change. She's the opposite of your quality. So whatever she chooses to do, or wherever she chooses to go, well, that will be God's will, okay? But you do your duty. Understand now?
Yeah.
I'm sure you do. Okay, let's come back to Buddha business. Okay, forget your wife now. Why did I go so far to wife and all that? We have been in the Himalaya with Shiva and then suddenly jump into your houses. Number 59. No, because many people complain to me that their wives don't let them go. And every time he goes on retreat, she rides his hell at home. So I was laughing. I said, what kind of husband is this? Can't even take care of a wife. And how can you take care of the country? How can you do anything else? And not to talk about becoming a Buddha and saving sentient beings and all that. You make me laugh. Saving sentient beings. Yeah. Save yourself first. All right. Number what? 58. Yeah. No, 59. Okay. Number 59. One of the ways of concentration is by simply looking into the blue sky beyond the clouds, and then find the serenity. Serenity within yourself. Yeah? Some people do that. Well, sometimes you go on holidays, right? It's difficult to concentrate because there's so much going around in a holiday resort, too many people. And then the noise and, the holidays atmosphere, and you just don't feel like reciting the 5 names. But And then you just lie there on the beach, and it's difficult to have any concentration. Okay, then you may look at the sky, but concentrate on that. And then you also will enter samadhi. Then if you remember the 5 names, it's even better for you. Okay. And now let's go back to the business. You see here, you're so scared to sit next to the line. Now move up. Show immediate example of what you understood. Move. Now, whatever they did to you, you can do to them. You move up until they scare and run to the other corner. Why don't you learn from anything? They're trying to teach you how to advance in society. Now, you came here. I'm sorry to go back to the house business. It's okay. Stay there. It's all right. Now you came here, taking holidays or taking days off, risking your job, paying as much money, if not more than they do. So what did you want? You want to see me, right? You want to see me as much as they do, right? Now you pay all this money, spend all this time, and squeeze yourself into some corner just because some long hair fairy push you. How can you advance in society? You understand? You don't bully people, but you do what is right. Understand? You don't push them, but you just sit where you belong. That's all. I don't tell you that you have to push them. It was a joke only. Well, maybe you should show them. You know what I mean? Yeah. Whatever your rights, you stand up and get them. If you don't ask for yourself, who will ask for you? Everybody is busy asking for themselves already. And everybody is scared to ask even for themselves. Who asks for you? If you don't fight for yourself, who will? I cannot protect you forever. I'm trying since since the time immemorial. And it's the first time I even succeeded. Just half. Just because you don't cooperate. I put the line here for you, but you sit over there. And so you cannot blame the women for advancing because they want to see me. You can't blame them for wanting to see me. You can only blame yourself for being so cowardly, not getting what you want by your own rights. Nobody stops you. You stop yourself. You sit over there, and that guy, they are not sitting in front, so he sits over there, and that guy is even more scared. He sits over there. Everyone sits to the gate. And then come home and say, oh, I wish I could have seen Master better. There was an Indian guy, just now on the retreat. Indian guy, you remember? He covered himself all over, so you don't know he's an Indian anyhow. But I know from looking at his skin, and he has a turban. He wrote me a long book of letters. Yeah, and like I could print it into a book. Yeah, I don't know how he has time to do all this on retreat. I don't know, but he wrote to me. He said, "Oh, I wish I could see you closely, personally, and touch your lotus feet and all that." Well, he could have done so. He could have sat just right here, or sat somewhere there, and when I passed by, he could have touched if he wanted to. But I always had to call him up, you remember? Yeah. And then he complained that he could never see me close enough and all that. This is his own problem, right? He knows every day we can sit here or sit in the front there or sit on the stage. He can push himself up, but no, I have to dig him out. You remember? Yeah. I dug him out many times. I said, brother, why don't you come up here? And second time again, and third time again. And he wrote a long book of letters complaining that he could never see me and talk to me personally. So who's wrong now? Huh? Nobody stopped him. He himself. I even dug him out. But he was always, sitting behind there. And then complaining. He wanted to touch my feet and all that. He could have done it 1,000 times. I passed by all the time. I even had to come to him and dig him out and talk to him and ask him what's wrong. And you know what? That guy, he has a heart problem and many other problems. The doctor advised him, if you go on the airplane, you might die in the air. And he was so desperate to see me. He said he didn't care if he died anywhere. The nearer he dies to me, the better. That's why he risked his life to come here. And fancy that, sitting in 3 miles down the aisles and complaining inside and writing letters and all that. He's here, he doesn't have to write letters. You remember? And I asked you all to come on the stage or here. I said, do you have any question? Do you want to talk to me? And all your mouth is zipped up. And then he wrote a letter complaining. If your hand functions, why doesn't your mouth function? I don't understand you men. Yeah? That's the problem with you at home. That's why your wives don't respect you. And you cause trouble by being too obedient, too weak. Don't think. If you are a weak husband, an obedient husband, in such a nice, stupid way, that your family will be in order. It's not true. It's not a way to make peace in the family. You just make it more of a mess because you give your wife the opportunity to disrespect you and to climb more and more on top of you, and then everything is out of proportion. You must know where to stand and what to do in your family first, and then you can advance better in society. Don't think. If you are a weak husband, an obedient husband, in such a nice, stupid way, that your family will be in order. It's not true. It's not a way to make peace in the family. You just make it more of a mess because you give your wife the opportunity to disrespect you and to climb more and more on top of you, and then everything is out of proportion. You must know where to stand and what to do in your family first, and then you can advance better in society. I tell you to live peacefully, but not cowardly. You must understand, cowardice and peace-loving kindness are different. Huh? You love a person, but be firm. Just like you love your daughter, but she eats too much sweets, and you have to know when to say no. You must say when. Understand? Not that you love her and then whatever she wants you give her, and you poison her. Yeah? You give her a lot of coffee, a lot of tea the way you do. If you love her because you like whiskey, you give her. No good. You know what I mean? You have to stand up and protect your family by your own courage and strength inside, from inside. Yeah, you have to be courageous as a man. Because women look up to men as a stronger sex, as a protector of the family and nation. Now, if you display the opposite, how do you think a woman feels? First, she feels lost. She feels helpless. Yeah? She feels insecure because her man is just a weak person. Now she feels very pressured and fearful because she says now she has to stand up and look after the whole family, including that big baby with Bear. Then the pressure is so great for her. First, she looked for a man, if not a protector and stronger man for her to lean on, at least an equal partner to share the worries and the sorrow and the pressure of raising children and earning a respectable income, etc., etc. Now she finds herself as the only one in the family that is strong. And she has to take care of her husband even, like a baby. And he's supposed to be the one who shares with her all the troubles in the world. So that's how woman became very bad, became bitter, because she's disappointed. She's hurt. She's insecure. She worries for the future. What happens if she's not there anymore? She has no partner to trust, to share. She has worries. She has a lot of trouble, and she cannot share with her husband because he's so weak. He always listens to her and takes her advice and everything like that. You know what I mean? So that's how you make your wife become difficult. So now I tell you the truth to consider it before it's too late. All right? And don't blame any woman for being difficult. If you don't take care of yourself and you don't behave in a proper way and let her respect and rely on you and trust you as a partner at least. Capiche? Yeah. Now I talk too much, huh? As usual. But take it or leave it. Now number 60. Shiva is anxiously waiting. He said, what? She hasn't finished with my teaching yet. She talked about all kinds of outside out of path. That woman. You see, if a husband like Shiva, or like Kabir, and you see how the woman behave? See?
Yes.
And an Indian husband also, they know how to be a man. That's why the wife subdue to them and dare not say anything. Maybe, of course, the modern day wives are a little bit more temperamental because she watches a lot on TV. And most of the movies on TV just show women being difficult. I don't know why. Most of the time, because many people like to watch American TV, because it's fast action. I also like that. But most of the time they show the woman inside is not sweet, but very foul mouth and arguing all the time and throwing temper and all kinds of things like that. Also, even if they have a beautiful love story, they would throw a few scenes of the woman shouting around and jumping about. Is that not so? In some of the films, and the blonde beauty with blue eyes and all that, and smoking away and then talking nonsense. Yeah, maybe it is true in some cases, but not all women are like that. And then they just show a very bad example just to make it lively, just to make it more true to life than just being romantic. But I think it's a very bad example for all the teenage women to follow. I think to be throwing things around like that is okay. So it's not good. Well, I hope the Americans will change a little bit. Or at least make half of it, not all the time. Make a woman look like difficult. All right. Now. Number 60. Now he called her Shakti. Shakti, goddess of devotion. Shakti, see all space as if already absorbed in your own head, in the brilliance. Well, this is a kind of imagination. Or maybe he say see. He didn't say imagine. See means when people saw that everything has become their own selves, then that is a time they would see the brilliance within. Of course, yeah? Of course, when you become one with the universe, what else do you see? But only the brilliance of light. Oh, yeah, very, very easy. All the teaching is very easy. Perhaps for the Himalayan dwellers, for the Indians, the ones who are very devoted and pure. But for other people, it's a little bit difficult. Now, 61. Waking, sleeping, or dreaming, know yourself as light. Is that easy? Yes. You can, that means always concentrate. You remember that? So you see, all the masters teach you nothing new but concentration. Every time, try to remember you are the light. You are the current, the musical sound of the universe, the original sound. Remember you are the light. Never forget and sink into the physical existence of this body. And that's how we suffer if we sink down. Try always to lift yourself up. Be above human existence. Be above the physical body. And then you will feel better. At least in the mind. 62. When during a black night it's raining, so enter that blackness as the form of all forms. Well, can you understand that? The black hole. Sometimes when we meditate, we see all black, no? But the black is living. The blackness that we saw in front of us while meditating is a living blackness. It feels like it's pulsating. And sometimes it's creating something out of that. The blackness is not the real blackness. It is the silence of creation, the night of creation, when everything is absorbed again into that and stay sleeping for a while. So in such a black night, maybe you try to enter the blackness of the origin and then feel awake. 64. Just as you have the impulse to do something, stop. Understand? When you want to do something so badly, just stop. See what happens. That's one of the practice methods. Now, number 65. Center on the sound Om without A or M. The sound Om is made of A, U, M. But you center in between. So make it become like there is no letter, no physical sound, but just the centering of your own concentration. Well, is it difficult? No, huh? Om is easier. Om, 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 om. Okay, you don't need to try all this, okay? You already have enough things to do. But just for your reference, I let you study other methods of practice or other teachings to see if it fits you. So that you know something. So that at least you know that I know something. 66. Silently intone a word ending in ah, ah, and then in the effortlessly see the spontaneity. Oh, it's very poetic here. Very difficult for us. What he meant is when you say something with the word that ends with A and H. Ah, yeah? Then try to feel the end of the H, like the breathing sound. And then enter Buddha nature. And spontaneity or natureness is the same, Buddha nature, things like that. A different name for the original power. 67. Feel yourself as pervading all directions, far and near. Well, that you can understand. Yeah? Try to feel that. Can you? Try. But not too far, okay? Not too far. When I'm talking, you better not feel yourself pervading too far to the gauge over there or to the end of the line like yesterday. Maybe it suits you, but it gives me pressure. 68. Oh God. Pierce some part of your nectar-filled form with a pin and gently enter the piercing. Pierce yourself with a pin. See? Where? Oh, I make myself a pimple, all right. No, oh God. I cannot enter the piercing, sorry, I don't like it. Actually, in the old times, there were such practices like this. When people were so desperate for enlightenment, they do anything. But I would not advise that. Maybe piercing a little bit with a pin is okay. You know, or not a very pointed pin, like a pen or something. It won't hurt you so much. At least it gives you concentration. But if you have to do that, do it with a pen or with something a little pointed, not to hurt yourself and make yourself bleed, okay? And you can pierce it in the wisdom, point a little bit. Don't pierce it. Use your fingernails, all right? I think God already provided fingernails for that purpose. Eh? And now when you cannot concentrate and you have to do this, and later if this finger gets tired, then you have another finger. That's why God made 10 fingers. So that during 2.5 hours, you can, try to use up all of them and enter samadhi. Yeah? Oh, all right. If you remember Teloba is a master of Naropa. Yeah. And when he first accepted Naropa, he tortured him with a lot of things. like putting nails in his fingers and all that, or sometimes beating him, things like that, and make him go and beg for soup again and again and again. I mean, do all kinds of tests to see if the disciple was fit enough to follow him. Perhaps because Naropa was a special person. Because Telopa had a lot of disciples too, according to the story. But he did not test any other disciples that way. Not that we have read about or heard of. Only to Naropa. To Naropa, he did all kinds of physical, painful tests. I hope it wasn't true, all the stories. And I don't think any master of the modern day can afford to do this kind of testing unless he wants to have a holiday in jail for some time. Nowadays, you can't even scold a disciple without being resented and them being angry at you, you know? Sometimes I scold some person here, you know, a cook or something, because they are so messy. As I told you, they spread garbage all over instead of love. So I scolded them. I told them they have to clear up, you know, we are not a pigsty here. And then they got angry somehow inside, and their faces became longer than usual. Not that I have measured, but I could see from afar because it's very long, so you can see more clearly in the nighttime even. And then when I ate my soup that day, I could not digest because they had put some invisible anger poison inside, and I couldn't digest, and I feel very troublesome. I tested many times like that. If I scold them a little bit for some reason, and then that night I cannot digest the food. Yeah, you know, I eat as usual, not much, but then the food somehow became very heavy, like I have eaten stones. Then I know. Or sometimes they're lazy, they don't cook. They call the Vietnamese to cook from here or somewhere, and that Vietnamese, I don't know who. I have not been purified or talking a lot while cooking. And then when I eat that food, I also feel like I have been eating stones. I have to carry the stones all night until I have digested them with the power of meditation. I know immediately who cooks and what has been done to the food. There is no mistaking at all. But I do not scold them for the reason that to make me sick. I know they are angry at me, and I accept that. But what I mean is that nowadays the master cannot afford to do the things that Maba, you know, did to Milarepa or Telopa, did to Naropa. Understand what I mean? Yeah. You can't even scold a person without being resented, let alone pierce them with pins and take off their fingernails or make them rebuild the house 7 times and beat them and make them carry stones until their back is bleeding and all kinds of testing like that. It's not possible anymore. Okay, now what is it? So don't pierce yourself with a pin and say, Master said so. I didn't say, it's Shiva who said it. And you don't have to do it. But if you cannot concentrate sometimes, then you may, you know, may touch yourself here or use your fingernail. It's a little harder, so it makes you more aware of where you want to put your attention. And that is all right. But don't hurt yourself, okay? And don't say that I said that. So the master said, I have to pierce myself. No, I never did. Okay? Pierce yourself if you want. You're free. And number 69, you can also feel that your thoughts and your I amness and your internal organs all are the real same precious form, invisible, all-pervading form. In other words, feel your body, a physical body, as pure, as never existing, as only an illusionary object. Meanwhile, your true self is pure, all-pervading, and almighty. In other words, you're one with God. You are that. You're God. There's no need to identify with the defined physical illusionary form which doesn't exist. It's true. During samadhi, you don't feel your body, no? Sometimes if you enter deep samadhi, you feel you're not there. You're just everywhere. You're everything. And you exist, but not in a physical form. Like your body has never existed. It disappears altogether. It can happen. At that time, you enter truth. You enter the reality. And that is the only reality that we should search for. And everything else concerning this physical body and this world is truly non-existing. It's just a dream, a very, very real dream, very solid dream, and it's very difficult to wake up from it. But you must remember it's a dream. Try to remember as much as you can. All right, I already exceeded your limit of sleeping time. All right. Okay, so next time, huh? Now, good. See you later. See you another time. What day is today? It doesn't seem like any pace. It's a lesson every day. All right. It's Saturday? No. Friday. Okay. 29?
Yes.
Wow. So fast? Oh. I must say that I enjoy having you here, despite all the pushing going on between the yin and yang. You have to learn. They have to learn. I shouldn't have protected them, but you push so hard, it makes me feel pressure here. I hate to see anything that is, not proportionate. That's unjust and unfair. That is my weakness. And anything that's unfair, I think I have to make it flat, That is my weakness. So that's how I interfere with your karma and try to make it right. Otherwise, these people that deserve it, you can just push them to the end of the world. I don't mind. But because they are my brothers, yeah? And they're small, little, weak, coward brothers. So I have to protect them. I feel sorry for them. I cannot be so strong like you and don't feel anything for them. I do feel. I'm weaker than you. Yeah. I feel for the weak. Yeah. So when I feel like they're so weaker every day, I cannot bear it. So I have to stand up and rescue them. Otherwise, wherever you sit, I don't care. Why would I care if you are woman or man? What difference does it make to me? I don't live with any of you. Man or woman, you all came here the same. And I treated you equally. But that's why you should treat each other equally. Should not push when there is a limit. You should tolerate each other, helping, encouraging each other. All right? Not to take advantage of the other's weakness. That's what I want you to know. Not that I care what sex you are. I can't do anything with you, man or woman. I want nothing to do with you. I mean, not physically. All right. So, got it? Yes. Next time, don't push. I stand there and push them over there. And you know where to sit next time.
Yeah.
All of you. And tell all the coward men as well what to do next time. Okay? Listen to your mother here, you never go wrong. You're already 45 years old or something. And you are the householder. The chief of the house of your tribe. So good night. See you, huh? If you go tomorrow, have a good journey. And see you next time. Well, you look healthy enough. Take care, huh? Yeah. The problem is we have too many women here. Too many women, Because all the men have to stay home and work. And have money for you. That's all. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, you sing very swell. Professional? Yeah.